It's me, yes. Everything all right? What do you mean they're gone? You mean she's gone too? I'll be waiting in front of the hotel.
Who could have guessed a thing like that, sir? When he got down into the street, it was still dark. Then the front door opened again, and she came out, too. I thought she must have come down to say goodbye to him. Instead, she opens the door of the car, makes the dog get in, gets in herself, and they're off. Aren't you listening, sir?
Yes. Yes.
Damn it. This is something we didn't want. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, I followed the instructions.
Stanotte ho consultato il cuore senza alcun dottore.
You've really made up your mind then. What do you think marriage will get you?
I don't know. The impression of normalcy.
Normalcy.
Yes. Stability. Security. In the morning when I'm dressing. In the mirror, I see myself, and compared to everyone else, I feel I'm different.
What do you see in Julia?
I don't know. It may be her body, her sensuality.
Oh, yes. And she?
The minute we're alone, she wants to fool around.
And then?
Usually ends up rolling on the rug.
And the maid with the big tits?
Oh, she's part of the dowry.
So you're getting married and I'm losing my best friend. That's okay.
L'amore gioca sempre col cuore l'eterna partita.
minutes and you're on, signore.
You're sure he's arriving?
The Colonel? Of course, you'll see. He'll be here. He promised. He's very interested. It's best if you're quiet. It's funny, though, you know? Everyone would like to be different from others, but instead you want to be the same as everyone else.
10 years ago, my father was in Munich. Often after the theater, he told me that he'd go with friends to a beer stube. There was a nutty man they thought a fool. He spoke about politics. He was quite an attraction. They'd buy him beer and encourage him. He'd stand up on the table making furious speeches. Yes, Hitler.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Who's Happier Than I by Cesare Andrea Bixio. And so we conclude our program of popular music with Arcangeli and his orchestra. The singers were Silvana Fiorisi, Oscar Carboni, Lina Termini, and the Swallows. We bring you now Mystique of an Alliance, a talk by Italo Montanari.
Italy and Germany. Two strongholds of light. In the course of centuries, their unparalleled encounters mark a turning point in the course of world history. Once again, these two peoples are rediscovering their ancient virtues, virtues that embody similarity and reciprocity that have been long forgotten. That which Goebbels calls the Prussian aspect of Benito Mussolini, and which we call the Latin aspect of Adolf Hitler. Italy and Germany, bringing the world two great revolutions, the anti-parliamentarian and the anti-democratic. They have established
Clerici.
the categorical
Oh, I'm sorry. My dear Clerici,
Is there any news for me?
your personal record is really excellent.
That I'm hired?
Such decisions must be taken slowly.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, of course you would. Civil servant, baccalaureate in classics, good future career. And Comrade Montanari has recommended you. One morning you came to the ministry. You arrive at my office at the ministry with your bright and shining face. You make a specific proposal.
The office of the minister.
Did you ever ask yourself, Clerici, why people want to collaborate with us? Some do it out of fear. Most of them for the money. For faith in fascism, very few. As for you, no. I feel that you're not governed by any of these reasons.
And when may I expect a reply?
I hope very soon. If I put aside the idealist revolutionary, I must ask myself what your aim is.
I stand prepared to go as soon as you decide.
Fine. I'll introduce you to the minister.
All right, go on.
Clerici? Clerici!
At your service, Colonel.
I'll advise the secretary. The minister's expecting us.
Is this the first time you're seeing the minister?
Yes.
Well, I explained your plan to him. The first thing he said was superb. You get to Professor Quadri, and you inspire his faith in you. You try to discover who his contacts in Italy are.
Yes, superb.
And even more important, spontaneous.
And also voluntary.
A voluntary agency.
for repressing anti-fascism.
You've got to try and understand women. Say she had decided to stay in Paris. She could have, no?
Animula vagula blandula, hospes comesque corporis.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't get that.
It's nothing, it's Latin.
5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. The correct time at the signal was 1 p.m.
And now the news.
Here.
Pretty. Marcello, aren't you giving them to me? Today, I absolutely need your flowers.
Give them here. For you.
You know what I was thinking? I really must go to a fortune teller. I want to know everything about you. Don't stand around looking. Oh, my darling.
Careful.
But Marcello, we're engaged. What's wrong with it? My uncle brought something from America. Know what it is?
Oh, what?
Mom made out the list of invitations. Want to see it?
No, I trust you.
I was talking to Don Latanzi. If you want to marry, you go to communion. If you want communion, you've got to confess. Otherwise, he says he cannot marry us.
I don't believe in it.
Who does? 90% of the people who go to church today don't believe. The priests don't either.
All right, if you want me to, I'll go to church. I'll even confess.
I love you. Oh, Marcello. If you want to.
If I want to.
Yes, right here. On the floor, on the carpet. Want to?
Better think about the priest. He may not grant absolution.
They grant everyone absolution. After all, it will be so soon, our honeymoon. Have you decided yet where? I've got to know soon, you know.
Yes. But I can't tell you anything yet. It's a surprise.
A surprise?
A surprise? Oh, yes, yes. I adore surprises. Julia, leave us alone. Marcello, I went down for the mail.
Come and eat!
The letter's anonymous?
What is it all about?
But you know, they're just awful to do a thing like this. Worse than stabbing us in the back.
But what's in the letter?
And this stamp shows it's someone in Rome.
Let me see, Mama. I want to see what's written there.
Read it just for us. But then I'll burn it. There are such ugly things in it.
Signora, in permitting your daughter and her fiancé to marry, you're committing more than an error. You're committing a crime. During the past years, Signor Clerici's father has been confined in a mental home with a brain disease brought on by syphilis. As you know, this disease is hereditary. There's still time to stop this marriage, and you must do so. A friend.
I'd be happy to undergo a complete checkup.
But that's ridiculous.
No, I don't mind a bit. In Germany, premarital medical tests are obligatory, a friend was telling me.
Oh, my boy, I know. I tell you, this is a woman. You're not just a man, you're an angel.
Thank you. You see, the origin of my father's mental illness isn't venereal. That could be medically confirmed.
By the way, my little girl has had the mumps, scarlet fever, and German measles.
They're all very moral maladies.
Oh, yes.
Look here, who are you? Why are you following me?
Pure coincidence. I wasn't following you. Evidently, we're both going to the same place. I'd like to ask you something. Would your name be Clerici?
Yes, I'm Signor Clerici. And who are you?
I'm Special Agent Manganiello, sent by the Colonel, sir.
Get in.
Thanks.
Hemlock! Such disorder. The place looks like a dung heap.
Yes, it's a pity.
Hemlock! Speed up, Manganiello, or we won't catch up with him.
I can't go faster than this, sir. The road is slippery. Not more than half an hour ahead.
Don't talk so much. Hurry.
My God, it's slippery.
I know, but we must save her no matter how slippery.
I understand you. But if we break our necks, where will that get us? Huh? Signor Clerici?
This way, friend.
The Colonel told me that I have to tell you that...
After. Wait here. Mother, please cover yourself. I don't want to see you half nude.
Ah, what a son I have. How moralist my son is now. You know, I had a dream just now. You came in here by that door. You sat where you are. You kissed me, actually.
Why aren't you dressed?
What's the time?
It's late. We're going to visit Papa.
Why doesn't he die? All that hospital money we'd save. Now I've got so little.
We'll sell the auto.
No, I'm not going to sell that. But do it means discharging Hemlock. And I must have him near me. I get so lonely in this house. And besides, I want to see him when I please.
Please don't talk to me about your lovers.
What do you mean? There's only one. And he's a lot more elegant than your silly fiancé is. What a bastard you are. No, not the car. I'm not selling it for you. I will sell the house. I want to travel around Europe. After all, I was born to travel. And Rome has become so provincial. Middle-class children marrying into all kinds of good families. It's all a lot of horse manure.
Special Agent Manganiello.
Present.
Does this house look normal to you? A place for normal people?
The Colonel told me that I have to tell you...
For a normal childhood? The decadence here makes me nauseous. Manganiello.
Yes, sir.
Dear comrade, do you see this? It's morphine.
Oh.
What did the Colonel say?
There's a small change in the program. On your way to Paris, before you cross the frontier, you must stop at Ventimiglia, Via dei Glicini, number 3.
Number 3, Via dei Glicini.
You'll meet a trusted person called Raoul. He'll give you further instructions.
How long have you been in the ranks?
I began in 1923. Turkey, France, Greece.
Always into the breach, huh?
I'm on the move, sir. All for family and my country.
Your country before the family.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Dear comrade. Agnello. You see that individual? His name is Ki.
Ki?
That's right. Ki means hemlock in Japanese.
Being called hemlock isn't normal.
He's a procurer. He couldn't be my brother, but my mother could be his mother.
Well, I said it doesn't seem normal.
He brings her morphine and uses her as he likes.
Hemlock?
Yes. You must understand why I tell you this.
Just a minute or two, sir. And he won't have the time to take a valise.
Tell the colonel to count on me.
Hemlock. Hemlock.
Hemlock!
Where's he hiding? You weren't rude to him again,
know.
were you?
He's so charming.
Hemlock.
I'm waiting.
Hemlock.
Ki.
Marcello, have you looked in his room?
I looked everywhere, even under your bed.
Better than yesterday. Yesterday we were pretty bad.
Oh, pretty bad.
Yesterday we were forced to wear our straitjacket.
And today?
Today is better. The wind seems to help our inspiration.
I'll never be tired of repeating. If the state doesn't model itself on the image of the individual, how will the individual ever be able to model himself in the image of the state? Etc. Etc. Slaughter and melancholy. Slaughter and melancholy.
Antonio, your son's decided to get married.
Marcello getting married? Slaughter and melancholy.
Look. The announcement of the wedding.
Stop it. He's your father, Marcello.
I like it. Here, sign it. Read. He's not as crazy as he looks. May I ask a moment alone with my father? When I was just a boy, you used to tell me about your punitive forays.
I don't know. I can't recall anything.
But why are you ashamed? It's important for me. When you were healthy, you used a big cudgel.
Yes.
And did you give castor oil to them?
Yes.
And didn't you torture them?
Yes.
Didn't you kill? You killed, too.
Go away! France! France!
Do you believe at all in fate, sir? Well, 2 years ago in Africa, after a mission like this, they tell me at headquarters, did you receive the counter orders? Hey, what counter orders? Well, in Rome, they decided to suspend the whole thing because it wasn't necessary.
Let's get going.
Sir, even if we get there in time, there's nothing we can do for the woman. You know perfectly well we can't afford any witnesses.
Then stop. I'll get out. What's the use of going? You go.
Signor Marcello. But we have to be there. We have a certain responsibility. Will you look at that?
Stop!
Who makes the report otherwise?
What's your name?
Marcello Clarici. What's yours?
Pasqualino Semirama. But call me Lino.
How long is it since your last confession?
Since I made my first Holy Communion.
Bad, my son, very bad. How old are you?
33.
And all this time you have lived like an animal. Tell me, which sins have you committed?
I've committed them all, even the worst sin.
All?
All. Even murder.
Murder? And you didn't feel the need to confess?
Pardon?
You didn't feel the need to rush to confession?
I was 13.
Oh.
Whoop.
What were your friends trying to do?
Oh, they're just stupid.
What did they want from you? All right, then. What present?
A gun.
A cat pistol?
No, a real one.
I have one, too. A Mauser. Do you want it? If you want it, I'll give it to you.
Where is it?
It's in my room. Come. I have a pretty oriental kimono, too. Do you know who Madame Butterfly is?
Where are we going?
Straight ahead.
on, tell me. What did he want from you?
I didn't know what. He was so much like a woman.
A woman?
He trembled like a woman.
Well, what happened? Kisses? Touching you? Yeah. Are you sure you're telling me the truth?
Yes.
And what happened there between you? Carnal relations?
Shoot. What are you waiting for? Go on, shoot. Kill the pretty butterfly.
Now you must tell me the
No,
details.
that's enough, please. It's almost as though you think sodomy is a more mortal sin than killing somebody, Padre.
I won't permit such insolence. You are forgetting that I happen to be the priest, and you are the sinner. Now, after that once, did you have sexual relations with other men?
No. All the rest were normal.
Which means what?
A brothel when I was 18. Since then, relationships only with women.
And this, according to you, is a sexual life that's normal?
But why?
But you, my son, have always lived in sin. Normal means matrimony. Having a wife, family.
That's what I find.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
I'm going to build a life that's normal. I'm marrying a petty bourgeoise.
Then she must be a fine girl.
Speak out. Go ahead.
Mediocre. A mound of petty ideas. Full of petty ambitions and prejudices. Yes, she's all bed and kitchen.
You have no right to use such expressions.
Normality. I intend to construct my normality, but it won't be easy.
Stay within religion.
Outside religion. God is so bountiful. The Virgin is so maternal. Christ is so merciful to us all. And the priest so blessed. Blessed with understanding. You haven't demonstrated any horror at my crime yet. It didn't make you pause. You're surprised because I didn't run to confession right away.
The one thing you have to do is repent and humbly ask his pardon.
I've already repented. I want to be excused by society. Yes. I want to confess today the sin I'll commit tomorrow. One sin atones for another. It is the price I must pay society. And I shall pay it.
Are you part of some new sect? Do you belong to a group of subversives?
No. No. I belong to a group that tracks down all the subversives.
Ego, te absolvo a peccatis tuis.
Musica. Viva lo sposo!
Evviva lo sposo!
Auguri,
A quando le nozze?
Domenica prossima.
La sposa, perché non ha portato anche la sposa?
E come si chiama la sposa?
E ora il brindisi! Brindiamo allo scapolo!
Ci sono anche i pasticcini.
Ma sì, anche i salatini. Ma sì,
Con la manda per noi.
Non ho il bicchiere.
Poco, solo un dito, tanto per aspettare, gli do subito alla testa.
Sono qui, sono con il mondo.
No, ora si parla.
Sono proprio commosso di questa festa.
Hanno voluto conoscerti.
Niente, è caduto un vassoio. Porta bene, felicità!
Sai, sono così ipersensibili. E quando c'è un vedente in mezzo a noi, la comunità è in agitazione. Bisogna scusarli.
Sto per partire in missione.
Ah, bene.
La tua presentazione è stata preziosa. Ti sono grato.
Non mi dicono mai di no.
Musica, dai, su, dai, suoniamo, musica! Oh, gente, aspettano di poter parlare col duce. All'improvviso si sente un urlo terribile.
Ora basta. Senigallia? Dove sei? Hai ricominciato, eh? La lezione dell'altra volta non ti è bastata. Smettila di piangere.
Eseguirò per voi l'ultimo fostrot del maestro delle rue.
Che effetto ti fa lavorare per l'opera?
Mi dà la sensazione di essere finalmente rientrato in quella normalità di cui ti parlavo. Com'è un uomo normale, secondo te?
Un uomo normale? Per me l'uomo normale è quello che si volta per la strada per guardare il sedere di una bella donna che passa e scopre che non è il solo ad essersi voltato e ce ne sono almeno 5 o 6 ed è contento se scopre gente uguale a lui, i suoi simili. Perciò gli piacciono le spiagge affollate, le partite di football, i bar del centro.
E le adunate oceaniche a Piazza Venezia.
Ama quelli che sono come lui e diffida di quelli che sente diversi. Per questo l'uomo normale è un vero fratello, vero cittadino, vero patriota,
vero fascista.
Ti sei mai chiesto com'è che siamo amici? Perché noi due siamo diversi dagli altri. Siamo animali della stessa razza. Marcello, sei qui? Ma che c'è, non sei d'accordo? Ah, ma lo so che sei d'accordo. Io non mi sbaglio mai.
It rains from the scattered clouds. It rains on the parched tamarisks about you, the happy pines glistening dew. And upon the myrtles it rains in you. It rains upon our naked hands, on our transparent vestments, on the new thoughts our souls reveal, and on the fable that eluded me yesterday, and eludes me today, Hermione.
Marcello, I don't know how to tell you. Marcello, I'm unworthy of you. Yes. I don't deserve you.
You sound the same as your mother.
I have something to tell you, but you mustn't look at me, so please look out there. If you look, I'll be ashamed. Maybe afterwards you won't love me anymore, but I've got to tell you. You know, what you think of me isn't true. You think I'm a virgin. I'm not. What do you think of me? No.
I didn't marry you because I thought you might still be a virgin.
Dearest, I know your mentality is modern, but then I felt I should tell you the truth.
I forgot to mention it. At Ventimiglia, we'll get off. I've got an appointment.
But I was going to tell you the whole thing. I have to. You're angry?
You were in love with someone before you met me, that's all. Who was it?
He was a man of 60. A very disgusting old man. A friend of my family's.
Who is it?
It's Alfonso Perpuzio.
Perpuzio? But he's one of our witnesses.
He insisted on it. But how was I going to say no? Six years it went on.
6 years.
6 years.
All right.
Pardon, monsieur. We'll be in Ventimiglia in a few minutes.
Thank you. This is number 3 Via dei Glicini.
Number 3.
No, let's see the money. Let's see the money.
What money? What do you mean?
You've been wasting your time all along. But you lost the bet. Where's the money?
Who is it?
You never know.
Hey, he looks to me like he might be an officer in civvies.
This isn't a museum. Go inside. Go inside. I'll send the others down right away.
I'm an idiot. A complete maniac.
Huh? Huh? Again. Say it again. The gentleman is a friend of Signor Raoul's. Go on. Say it.
I'm crazy.
Signor Raoul.
Well, Professor Quadri's activities in France have become interfering and provocative. It's become necessary to make an example of him. You were to get in contact with him, inspire confidence in him, and get information. But now...
But now, Signore?
There's a counter order from Rome. All you do is eliminate him. That clear?
Very.
The operation will not take place in Paris. It's up to you to choose the locale and the moment. It's up to you. There's nothing more to talk about.
Fine. This means I have no alternative.
Comrade Clerici, it must be quick and decisive. Comrade! The train for Paris leaves in an hour.
I lost my hat. Where's my hat? Where is it?
Then he entered the room, only he didn't speak. Finally, he stood behind me and said, "Is that French?"
Come and sit here.
"It's my Latin lesson," I said. He grabbed me by my hair. And then, imagine, I used to call him Uncle, too. He unbuttoned my blouse then.
I want Medici 3806.
Length 11 and width.
I'll wait.
Who are you telephoning to? 1, 2, 3.
A man with a hump.
4. Oh, hunchbacks bring good luck. 5 and 6. 6 by 9 ought to amount to 54 meters square, isn't it?
That's right. He was our professor at the university. They named him Smerdikov. But his was the only class that was crowded. All the freshman girls were in love with him. Ah, still busy? Please, in a few minutes, will you ring it for me? The year I was supposed to graduate, they gave him the castor oil. He won't remember after 9 years. I had to go and ask him for my thesis. He asked me if I was a fascist.
And what did you answer?
I didn't bother to answer him. He told me it would be impossible for him to teach philosophy in a fascist country. Hello? This is Clerici. I was a student of yours back in Rome, and I'd like to see you again. Of course, Professor. I came about my graduate thesis. It was the year that you stopped teaching, Professor.
I don't remember your name. It was so long ago. Clerici, you said?
Yes, and you said to me, I remember that day so well, everything. You said, the time for reflection is over for me. Now begins the time for action.
And you want to see me?
Yes.
Why?
I don't have any precise reason. They still speak about you a lot in Rome, and I'd like to see you, that's all.
Let's see. Could you come over to my house?
Yes. When?
Today, if you like. After lunch, come and have a coffee.
Professor, I'm honeymooning in Paris. Would it be all right if I brought my wife?
Yes, yes.
Of course, of course. 17 Rue Saint-Jacques. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
He has a nice voice, not like a hunchback's. What shall I wear? Street clothes or really get dressed up? But why bother? He'll be a typical intellectual, disagreeable and impotent.
How do you know that?
I don't really. My uncle used to always say that.
Uncle Perpuzio.
Laugh, laugh. Only he's the one who sent the anonymous letter.
Cut that out!
But Marcello...
Answer that. Say I'm not in.
But what if it's a foreigner?
No, he'll be an Italian. Answer the phone!
Yes, hello? No, he's not in. Very well, I'll tell him. He said he'd call back this afternoon. Funny name, Manganiello.
Yes, what is it?
I'm Monsieur Clerici.
You got the wrong apartment.
I've an appointment to see Professor Quadri.
He knows you?
Yes.
The professor is expecting them. Tell him. I'll take care of it.
Marcello! Get away, Marcello! He'll bite you! Run!
Down, Robbie. Get down, Robbie. Sit down. You're Monsieur Clerici, aren't you? Come in. Nothing to be afraid of.
Me? Oh, I'm not a bit frightened.
Well, then come up. He won't bite now, I tell you.
Huh. Funny. Usually dogs like me.
Is this the first time you're visiting Paris? Do you like it?
Oh, yes, it's so pretty. The station, the lobby at the hotel, and now here.
Please.
Thank you.
If you like, later I could show you a bit of the town.
Oh, really? And then when you come to Italy, I can show you around Rome. Everything. The piazzas, the churches, the forum.
Why not? I should get them or the coffee will be frozen. Come on, boys. The coffee's getting cold.
Wonder why she seems so hostile.
Does she seem hostile? But she's nice to me. She acts like she knows me 100 years.
And I don't know what for. I never met her, don't even know who she is.
But she's married to Professor Quadri.
This woman's young enough to be his daughter.
But it doesn't matter. I heard her saying my husband's inside.
She said my husband.
But certainly.
No, I don't agree. Printing in the shop is too expensive.
But we'll never accomplish anything with the mimeograph. It always
Don't
breaks
be
down.
copies.
And you can't trust them. And then there's the cost. You know, we might as well buy a printing press. At least 3 or 4 months you can amortize them. Well, that's enough.
Monsieur Clerici, it won't be very long. My husband's still busy. He'll see you in a few minutes, all right?
Yes, we've got time.
He said we might dine tonight.
We'd love to.
Later we might stop at Joinville and dance.
Oh, dancing makes me so happy.
Is dancing still allowed in Italy?
Oh, now that I think of it, it's impossible.
Why?
Because I didn't bring a gown with me.
Oh, we can fix that. This afternoon we can shop if you'll come.
Shouldn't we go immediately?
Immediately? No, I can't. I have a class at school at 4. But we can meet at your hotel if you like at 6 o'clock. At what hotel are you?
At the Dorsey. Then we'll see you at 6 o'clock.
No. Shopping is only for women. Husbands pay.
You mean I can go and you won't mind?
No.
Take him to the professor.
Yes, thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you.
Julia.
Yes?
I'm curious. Before you married him, did you go to bed with him?
It's very curious, Clerici. You come all this way, only to see me.
Remember, Professor, as soon as you used to enter the classroom, you had to shut the windows. You couldn't stand all that light, that noise. Later, I understood why you used to do that. All these years, you know, it remained most firmly imprinted on my memory. Your voice. Imagine a great dungeon in the shape of a cave. Inside, men who have lived there since childhood, all chained, and forced to face the back of the cave. Behind them, far away, the light from a fire flickers. Between the fire and the prisoners, imagine a low wall, similar to that little stage on which a puppeteer shows his puppets. That was November 28.
Yes, I remember.
Now try and imagine some other men passing behind that little wall, bearing statues made of wood and stone. The statues are higher than that wall.
You could not have brought me from Rome a better gift than these memories, Clerici. The enchained prisoners of Plato.
And how they resemble us.
And what do they see, the prisoners?
What do they see?
You who come from Italy should know from experience.
They see only the shadows the fire makes on the back of the cavern that faces them.
Shadows, the reflections of things, like what's happening to you people now in Italy.
Say those prisoners were at liberty and could speak out. Mightn't they call the shadows they see reality, not visions?
Yes, correct. They would mistake for reality the shadows of reality. The myth of the great cave. That was the graduate thesis you proposed to do for me. Did you finish it afterwards?
You departed. I used a different theme.
I'm truly sorry, Clerici. I had so much faith in you. In all of you.
No, I don't believe it. If that were true, you'd never have left Rome.
That's fine. Move ahead. Move faster. Move faster. Move faster. Move faster. Move faster. Move faster.
At the point we had reached, there was no other choice. All we could do was emigrate. We wanted everyone to be able to feel our disdain and our rebellion as exiles, the meaning of our struggle, the historical meaning.
Beautiful words, but you left and I became a fascist.
Excuse me, Clerici, but a confirmed fascist doesn't talk like that. Yes? Yes, it's me. Yes, go ahead.
One lover, only one? She went down and out. She gave her all for a red-headed pimp with a bloodshot eye, a Jew he was with a garlic smell who'd come from Formosa once and hauled her out of some whorehouse in Shanghai.
You really will lend me these boxes?
Of course, keep them as long as you like.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wait for me. I'll be right back. Do you often go around people's houses spying?
How often do I honeymoon in France? I met a woman with your eyes.
Where?
In Ventimiglia. The resemblance is unbelievable.
And who was she?
A prostitute.
Many thanks. Did she kiss well?
It'd be like kissing you.
How did it end up then?
It didn't. I embraced her, and that was it. I was left with this great desire to find her again. Why are you so hostile?
Because I'm sincere.
Over here, she had a scar.
No, no. Let me go. You filthy. Let me go. Who knows what it's for? But it isn't gold the way I imagined. From here, it's almost as small as the one I have on my night table. They say at least once a month some disappointed lover throws himself off. How stupid.
You want to go to the tower?
Yes.
Taxi.
Yes, yes, I'm glad we're going up the Eiffel Tower. Come on.
Quick, to the Eiffel Tower. Ciao.
And you? Marcello!
Attention. Now, supple. Go on. Up.
Elaine, dear, chin up.
Up. Try it again now.
Ready now?
Watch your knees, Colette. Up. Take a breath.
The feet closer together, my dear. Don't be afraid. There, bravo.
It's starting to look good, isn't it?
Thank you.
Ready now?
Your head.
You get better all the time, dear.
Your points out. I still in it. Good.
All right, try it again.
You can stop now.
Thank you, madame. 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 Thank you, madame.
Thank you, madame.
Thank you, madame.
Is there someplace to talk?
Here.
No, not here.
Why not?
I have some friends in Brazil. I'll leave everything if you come with me.
I, on the other hand, have friends in Italy. I received a letter. Read it.
If you ever get this letter, it will be in spite of the prison censors.
You must never make the gesture as wide as this. No.
Why did you stop? Go on.
They come suddenly in the night and kick the door of my cell so as not to let me sleep. Why do
Continue.
Why do you make me read this letter?
I'll tell you in a bit.
Some days there are false executions. They sent me the priest 3 times already, and I refused extreme unction. They gave me castor oil again, but they should realize that after almost 20 years, I'm used to it. It has no effect. Why must I read this letter?
You want me to tell you? Because you're a fascist, a spy. You imagine you took us in? You're mistaken.
Does your husband know?
Why do you think you were received? You're only a worm. You revolt me. You're disgusting.
I'm getting Julia at the hotel. We'll be on the first train to Rome.
You'd never do it. You're too much of a coward. Marcello, come nearer. Marcello, I'm frightened. Marcello, please don't hurt us. Swear it. Swear it, please.
I don't know.
It's a surprise. Oh, look at that color. It's a dream. Come and look at this one. Here. Oh. Oh, Anna. It's divine. Look how beautiful it is. Oh, just look.
Julia, come on. It's very big. All in wood with enormous beds. The house belonged to my grandfather. Luca and I used to go there often.
Robbie, here! But now with what's going on in Spain, we don't leave Paris any longer. All right, Robbie, that's enough. Come here. The countryside of the Savoy is beautiful. I can't wait to get back.
Signor Clerici. Come on. I know you're back there. Why don't you want to see me, huh? I've been running after you all day. And it's freezing here. I'm about to catch pleurisy. You ought to come out and have a chat now, huh? What is it you're worrying about? We'll go somewhere inside. We'll talk about it. I have my job, you know. And time's passing. You must have a plan by now. Huh? You haven't stood still for an instant. May I say you ought to be following him, not his wife.
There is no point in screaming like that at the birds, you know. They don't understand you foreigners. Maniac. He thinks the birds in Paris are foreigners.
Signore, I do understand you, but the operation must be quick and decisive. The girls today don't love us anymore now because we wear black shirts and took a new vow.
Third floor.
You don't mind if we stay like this a bit?
No.
How silly you are. After all, remember what you yourself said a while ago? If I weren't married, you said.
Violets? Violets, monsieur? Lovely fresh violets. These are real Parma violets.
They're really from Parma?
Absolutely.
Let me have one.
Ye prisoners of starvation!
Arise, ye prisoners of starvation. Awake, ye wretched of the earth.
For justice thunders condemnation. A better world's in birth. No more traditions chains shall bind us. Arise, ye slaves, no more in thrall. The earth shall rise on new foundations. We have been not, we shall be all. Is the final conflict, let each stand in his place. The international shall be the human race. 'Tis the final conflict, let each stand in his place. The international shall be...
Get in. Get in, Ruby. Inside. Come.
What's the matter?
You like real violets from Parma?
You got them for your wife.
I want you to have them.
You couldn't have known I'd be at the hotel. They're for Julia.
It's for you I bought them.
Anna.
Julia will be beautiful tonight. 8:30 at the hotel. You know, I'm sad. Since we've arrived in Paris, we haven't made love yet. Marcello? Your knees are sharp. Did you know? Marcello? Here's news for you. Well, the Quadris have a house in the Savoy. Anna says the professor leaves tomorrow morning by car while she stays here. Only for a day or so. Then she's planning to join her husband and wants us to visit with them in the mountains. Huh? I have the address. Nice, don't you think so? She told me they have enormous beds in their villa which make awful noises. And she says there are big, big forests in the neighborhood where no one ever passes. Anna told me you can even make love in the snow. Can you imagine the professor wandering around in the woods naked?
You had me convinced you were the typical new Italian.
No such type exists yet, but we're creating it.
Through repression,
No, through example.
giving him castor oil, throwing him into prison, by torturing them, blackmailing.
Anna, please, dear. Calm down. Clerici a fascist, I'm an anti-fascist. We both knew about it. And we both decided to have supper together all the same.
And to get the wives
Our professor
drunk.
and his ex-pupil find each other again after all these years in a
What's the
Chinese
matter?
restaurant. And yet I'm willing to bet
God, I've drunk so much.
you may change your mind yet.
Impossible, Professor. I'll never change my mind.
My husband is naive about these things.
I can't forget that Clerici was one of my best students ever.
Oh, really? Tell me, what was Marcello like as a student?
Serious. Too serious.
But you can't be too serious.
Really serious people are never serious.
Bravo. Julia, did you ever see your husband laugh?
No, but then he's a very serious man. That's his nature. Nothing the matter with that.
That's not my nature at all.
I have an idea, Clerici. You should both remain here. You will understand a great deal about many things living here. For you, it's an important opportunity.
What do you know, Professor?
You know his rights. He's only in Paris to enjoy his honeymoon. Oh, by the way, did Julia mention my idea to you? We have a lovely guest room.
And from the Savoy, you can go back to Italy.
Thank you, but I promised Julia to show her around Paris.
I'm half drunk already.
That's splendid. My husband will leave tomorrow, and after you see some more of Paris, we'll join him.
Marcello, tell the truth. Would you like us to go?
But of course I would. They're really so kind.
No, well, all right.
Perhaps Julia doesn't want to go.
Oh, no.
If you don't like me, you can just say so.
Anna, please. Don't embarrass dear Julia.
We'll definitely come. Right, Julia?
Yes.
Let me sit there.
God, it's going around the whole place. It's like that restaurant we had on the train. with that funny I'm so sorry, it's ridiculous.
Marcello, will you give me a proof of your friendship? There's something to be said. A letter
There's something about
to Rome to a comrade.
I like Italian food.
I ask you to help me. It has to be delivered personally. There's no hurry when you get back to Italy from our place.
This might mean prison.
Any one of my men would risk much more.
Professor, one would say you're doing this purposely. Just to get me into trouble there.
Considering what you're going back to, Clerici, a month in a fascist jail may be better.
Excuse me.
What is it? What's the matter? Hey, signore, watch out. What do you mean? I'm here to protect you and you want to kill me?
I don't want to kill anyone. I don't want to carry it anymore. Here, you carry it.
What is this all about? Huh? You giving up?
No, it's so clumsy. I don't even know how to use it. It's in my way. It's so heavy.
Oh. Listen to me. Comrade. I want you to look straight at me. We're in a war, right? You give up, you're a deserter. Everybody's thought of deserting at least once.
I wouldn't think of that.
Even I did. Really. Yes, yes, yes. But I always said to myself, why, Manganiello, what are you thinking of? It isn't your patriotism. It isn't your honor you are betraying. It is really you. After a while, I managed a hearty pat on my back, smoked another cigar. And what did I think? Let's go. Courage now. Huh? Comrade Manganiello? Fight or be beaten.
Oh, it's freezing. Hurry. We're going to dance. Slow down. You'll make me fall. Come on.
Thanks. If you were what you say, you would have agreed to carry that letter, and you would have used it against our friends in Rome. Well, take a look. There's nothing written. I thought it best to put you to the test.
Stop dancing.
But why? They're both so pretty.
What? What's there to stare at? This is Paris. And I'm a fashionable woman, aren't I?
You're crazy completely.
All right, let's dance. Everyone. All of you. All of you.
car at dawn.
What about his wife? Does she go too?
No.
Better without her. We'll meet in Rome. And the best of luck to you.
What you think of me, Professor? I've had too much champagne.
It's good for anybody to get drunk once in a while.
Oh, you won't believe this. You upset me, I swear, like you're giving me an
If
exam.
you're prepared, everybody will pass.
Listen, I'll be going tomorrow with my husband.
You must remain. Please remain in town. Do it for me. Didn't you decide to go with Julia and me?
Haven't you observed she can't stand me, Julia?
Pardon?
But Julia's so stupid. Can't you see she's drunk?
Oh, we've all lost our heads a little tonight.
Besides, you're mistaken to say she can't bear you. She mentioned that she admires you.
What else did she say?
That she finds you seductive.
I changed my mind. I'll stay. With you in Paris. Dad?
Anna, the professor's propositioning me. Help! I feel so happy that in a minute I know I'm going to feel terrible.
Beginning to get tired. I won't let go of my rifle, cried the soldier. Although I'm wounded, I'll still get through it.
Juan Gagnon?
Yes, sir.
I just had a fantastic dream.
You did?
I was in Switzerland. And you were taking me for an operation in a hospital because I was blind.
Switzerland, it's beautiful.
And Professor Quadre did the operation.
Oh?
The operation was a success. And I was leaving soon.
Oh.
With the wife of the professor.
Oh.
And she loved me.
Switzerland. I remember in Milan, when I was a child, we used to sing a song. Wait a minute. Oh, Switzerland, oh, Switzerland, oh, Switzerland. And hurricane, boom, boom, boom. Oh, Switzerland, oh, Switzerland, oh, Switzerland. And And in Africa, after all that work and 4 men dead, we discovered it was no longer necessary. My superior, you've ruined us all, huh? You're only beasts, you are. Oh, wait a second, I said. We are men, not beasts. Huh? Oh, that woman should have returned to her bed and stayed there all day. Oh, God. No, love can certainly...
What are you trying to say?
Huh? No. Nothing, signore. No, I was saying that love sometimes can even perform miracles. That's all. There.
It's them, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Keep about 60 feet back.
There's a car behind us.
So?
Following us.
Nothing the matter with that. Why are you so nervous?
Watch out!
Must be something the matter.
Don't get up, please. I beg you.
But why not?
I don't know, but I'm frightened.
You just can't sit here like this. I'll be right back. Wait here.
Luca.
I thought you were ill. What is it? What do you want from me?
disgusting. I've always said so. Make me work in the shit, sure, but not with a coward. It's up to me. Cowards, homosexuals, and Jews. They're all the same thing. If it were up to me, I'd stand them all against the wall. Better yet, eliminate them when they're born.
Attention. Word has just been received that His Majesty King Vittorio Emanuele has accepted the resignation of His Excellency Benito Mussolini as head of the government, Prime Minister, and Secretary of State. And His Majesty has named as head of the government, Prime Minister, and Secretary of State His Excellency Marshal Pietro Badoglio.
How elegant you are with your mama's hat on.
Attention, attention.
You even put on the boxes Mama brought from Paris. Good for Martha.
King Vittorio Emanuele has accepted the resignation of His Excellency Benito Mussolini as head of the government, Prime Minister, and Secretary of State. And His Majesty has named as head of the government, Prime Minister, and Secretary of State His Excellency Marshal Pietro Badoglio.
Up you go. Walla, 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 walla.
A red apple. Up again.
Ready? Hail Mary, full of grace.
Hail Mary, full of
The Lord
grace.
is with thee.
The Lord is with thee.
Blessed art thou amongst women,
Blessed art thou amongst women.
and blessed is the fruit of thy womb,
The
Jesus.
fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God,
Holy Mary, Mother of God,
pray for us sinners, pray.
pray for us sinners, pray.
Now and at the hour of our death.
Now and at the hour of our
Italo
death.
cold.
Amen.
Amen.
Now to sleep. Come on, lie down and sleep. Italo?
Yes, Italo.
What did he want?
He'll expect you at the usual place.
Italo, after all this time.
How awful they all are. Celebrating because the king threw out Mussolini, when yesterday they were all for him. I can't wait till we get them out of here. Why see, Italo? What's the use of it?
If he called, it means he needs me. And I'm going. I was always the one who took him around. I took him everywhere. And he used to say that when I described things to him, it was like seeing them with his own eyes. Go to sleep.
Marcello, you've got to take care, you hear?
Why? What do you mean?
Nothing. Wait, listen.
Attention.
What are you going to do now?
Same as everyone else who thought like me.
Majesty King Vittorio Emanuele.
When there's so many of us, there's no risk.
I know, but I want to say, the business with Quadri.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In Paris, Anna, maybe in order to get me away from you, told me you worked for the secret police.
And you, what did you answer?
That it wasn't important, that I was your wife and I loved you. And if you worked for them, it was your decision. But then, when the Quadris were killed, how scared I became. I thought and thought about them.
And what do you think of it now?
Well, I think that, after all, it was an important step in your career.
That's right.
Marcello, don't go out. They could hurt you.
I won't be in danger. After all, what have I done? My duty.
But why do you want to go?
I want to see how a dictatorship falls.
Marcello.
Hey, candles. Where did you put the candles? How should I know? Well, I'll light a match.
Don't worry, the rains are all over. Where are you? I'm afraid.
I'm here, darling. I'm coming.
Marcello? Marcello? There's something that's still stuck to you.
Where?
Here.
Oh, yes.
What about eating?
Yeah, as long as there are cats around, I manage.
They say cat meat tastes like rabbit. Too bad we didn't meet yesterday. You know, I had a whipped cream cake at home.
With real cream?
Yes, why not?
You need eggs for that.
Somebody I met lives in the country. He sends me bread, too.
Fresh eggs. Bread.
He keeps me supplied. I never lack for anything in my house. Chickens, butter, fresh cheese.
And potatoes? Potatoes, too?
Potatoes, too. Listen, if you come home with me, I'd be happy to make you an omelet.
What kind?
A jelly omelet. You must be tired of eating cats all the time.
Hey, yes, I ate too many of them. And they're not so easy to find.
What do you do then?
I have mice left.
There are more rats where the cat's gone, huh?
Yes, but they're all skin and bones.
Listen, I don't live far from here. Why don't you come and have dinner with me? Huh?
Is there a place to sleep?
You can stay.
Nice shoes you have. Soft.
They were a present.
I got a present, too. A Siamese cat.
Was he good?
Too tough.
I have a pair of suede shoes. You can have them. And I have a nice oriental kimono. Like Madame Butterfly's. You know who Madame Butterfly is?
Lino! Is your name Lino? You.
Who, me? Yes, why?
You were a chauffeur, right?
But a long time ago.
Yes.
You had a pistol.
I don't understand you.
And you're alive still.
But I don't know you. What do you want of me?
What's that scar, huh?
There was an accident.
What accident?
What do you want? Take your hands off me. Let me alone.
Where were you? What were you doing on March 25th, 1917? Huh?
Me? Who are you? You must be crazy.
What were you doing on March 25th, 1917?
Let me alone. Let go of me.
And the 15th of October, 1938. Where were you? What were you doing? Huh? What were you doing at 4 p.m. on October 15th, 1938? Where were you? What were you doing? What were you doing?
Let me be.
I've got to know!
Let me alone!
Murderer! Murderer! He killed a man in exile! A political exile! On October 15th, 1938! Yes, Professor Quadri! Luca Quadri. And his wife was murdered, Anna Quadri. He's a homosexual, a fascist. And his name is Pasqualino.
Marcello.
Semirama. Pasqualino Semirama.
Marcello. Marcello. Don't do that. Keep still now. Marcello, where are you?
Fascist!
No, Marcello.
He too's a fascist.
Marcello. Marcello.
Right here.
What are you doing this for?
This one's a fascist.
Marcello. Marcello. No, Marcello. No, Marcello. Please, Marcello. No, no, Marcello. Marcello.
Italo Montanari! Fascist!
No, Marcello, are you crazy? Marcello, why are you doing this? Marcello, please come back here. Marcello. Where are you, Marcello? Marcello. Marcello. Marcello.
giunti smarrire nel sol, veduti il cuore, col suo calore, non so se dire la meta incerta, tornami a dire, l'amor sei tu, restami accanto come una volta, breve l'incanto di gioventù, ombra che stanca, sta lontani da me, la vita cos'è?